What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. We are in the cave today, the editing cave. As we know, the internet and Reddit and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, the comments are toxic, and I do my best to stay out of them as much as possible because really it's not good to be reading them. Good comments aren't necessarily great for you because they sort of gas you up artificially, and bad comments just bring you down and not make you want to do the things you want to do. So if you are a young creator, the best advice that I can give to you is just stay out of the comment sections. Don't do what I'm going to do today because it's not good for you. So the video that popped off got like 250,000 views overnight last night, and it's of my V8 M3. And if you guys know anything about me or my channel, I'm always changing up my plate on the back, my license plate. In North Carolina, you can do 4-letter customized plates with different backgrounds, and I'm always changing them. I sort of see the license plate as a way to just have fun and add character to the car, and I never take a license plate or vanity plate, personalized plate, seriously. I always just try to do something that's fun, that will make people laugh. I used to have thick for a lot of my license plates, which I had for years because my YouTube channel is Thick Whips, and I see people all the time filming my license plate laughing, and honestly, I love the fact that it makes people laugh and gives them some sort of funny joy to talk about for their day. So the M3 license plate right now is RIZZ, and about a year ago, that term was being used a ton online. It's just short for charisma. It's nothing offensive, it's nothing crazy, but a lot of people were using it online to basically explain someone who had like charisma, which in turn meant that other people would like you, or they were just naturally attracted to you. Now, people can take that however they want to take it. Obviously, there's always going to be people that take that negatively. It doesn't matter what you do in life, your haters will always find a way to be mad at you or hate on you. But the funny part is, I actually posted this plate a while ago and I said, what are some new plate ideas I should do? And I got another viral video that popped off and people gave me a bunch of funny ideas, and I actually reposted a lot of the ideas on my TikTok and Instagram, and it was fun. It made like a funny little short. But after I posted the video that popped off last night, someone sent me a link to this in my Instagram DMs of a Reddit post with my car. The title says, "Would you all agree this is one of the best M3s ever made? V8 manual and looks so sleek and nice." Positive post, nothing wrong about it, but the first image is the back of my car that says RIZZ. But the majority of TikTok comments, like 99.9% of them, were super positive and people that love the car. There were only like a few people that were hating on the car, which is normal. Honestly, I expect a lot more, but for the most part, it was really positive. However, Reddit is a different animal. So the guy who sent me this on Instagram said, dude, you need to see the comments, like they're going in on you. I am no stranger to being ripped apart online. I've been a YouTuber for 6 years now. I'm very used to people criticizing and judging me, and it's part of the gig. I don't take offense to it. Everybody can have their own opinions. If you can't handle this type of feedback from people, then this is just not the gig for you. But I have learned personally over the years to not take anything seriously or personally that people say online, because it's just not, it's not true. And the moment that you get offended by it, there is some truth behind it. So you have to be very secure in your own opinions and your own thoughts and just kind of let the world do what they want to do. But let's get into the comments and let's see how bad this is. So it's got 672 upvotes, which I think is good. I'm not really a Reddit person. I don't really go on Reddit ever, so I don't know. You guys tell me what that means. The first comment says, "How old are you to have RIZZ as a license plate? I still don't really know what it means." The funny thing about that comment is, first of all, you said you don't know what it means, but you're judging the person who has it as their license plate. You should probably figure out what it means before you pass judgment, right? Then someone explains it. RIZZ is short for charisma, specifically conversational skill with women. It's not really with women, it's in general. Charisma is not a term that is only used with females. Charisma is used with all people in general. As I am about 20 and am aware of the meaning of this term, I imagine OP, original poster, isn't older than 25. So they're assuming that whoever posted this is me, which is not the case. I am not Zader, Ski, Drake. I'm not even on Reddit, so that ain't me. Someone just randomly posted my car. Then someone says, well, this isn't OP's car, it's Thick Whips on YouTube. Hello. That just sounds way too close to jizz. And the funny thing about that is when I posted my plate and I was looking for examples, the top response was like, you should do jizz. Someone says, that's because you old, bro. Source me, also an old man. Back in the day, would you have ever pictured that there would be two old guys calling each other bro? Yeah, bro, I'm an old man. Do you see how like the comments can just go into like these like wormholes of just nonsense? And then under that, the guy says the owner is likely mid to late 50s, but the driver is less than half of that. The guy who owns it is in his 30s. He's the only driver. Thick Whips on YouTube. That's embarrassing. He doesn't like that. What's embarrassing about having ironic joke is a license plate. I'm with you, man. It's just a joke. I just noticed that people get so offended over like nothing online these days. It's wild. For certain, the E9X is the best M3 in my personal opinion. If the M2 hadn't been released, I'd be driving one of those right now. Great car, and also lovely build on this one. With that being said, this is easily the top 5 most cringe license plates I've ever seen. Big, peaked in high school energy. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the not compliment. But again, you know, like I see license plates as an opportunity to make people laugh and like have fun. This guy responds, definitely, I didn't know she couldn't consent while passed out drunk vibe. So this dude is taking it as far as to say that I am a because of a silly vanity plate, which is wild. Like, this is why we don't go into the comment sections, because it's nonsense. To take it that far is crazy. Type of dude to tweet, this put her to sleep without mentioning the roofie. Jesus, man. His cologne works every time. It's called chloroform. So this guy responds, dude, OP may not have like a cool plate, but this is some hardcore projection for a guy who just has a silly vanity plate. You are weird calling a dude a rapist / inferring he's a rapist for having a dumb plate, question mark. Someone needs to investigate you. It does seem a little like projection, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad someone said it. Redditors really get desperate to call dudes these days. It's all projection. As the other person said, you are projecting like crazy. If you gathered all of that crazy shit just from looking at someone's license plate, you need to seek help. Bro, it's Reddit. 95% of these people haven't touched grass in years, let alone some They always resort to calling people the most extreme shit. This is a YouTuber named Thick Whips car, and I love his 1M clone way more, but I own a 135, so thank you, man. I love my 1M clone too. I think it's such a cool build. E30 M3, E36 M3, this guy goes and starts naming all the cars that he likes more are definitely the M3s. I agree with you, man, minus the E30 M3. People are not gonna like that opinion. The rest are great cars, but aren't cut from the same cloth. It's true, they're just different. They're just different. This guy says, strong disagree for me, perhaps in the minority on this one, but is my second least favorite M3 aside from the latest. Not a huge fan of a vehicle with sub 80K maintenance requirements that include rod and main bearing replacement. Side notes, folks that drive our 888s on the street are lost. I don't daily drive the car. Chill, it's all good, man. If rod bearing issues are a deal breaker, you must not like the E46 either. I mean, that's, yeah, he's got a point. I'm not sure the rod bearing issue on the E46 is widespread as people, it's definitely a thing, dude. The big three? Come on, bro. In my experience, I own 02 M3 less than 160 millimeters original bearing, potentially fixed under recall 20 years ago, and was still fine when I sold it. Listen, there's an anomaly to everything. You can definitely have cars that last and cars that don't. It's no different than the crank hub on the S65. 100 market silver bearing. My M3 is shockingly low maintenance for the E9X. I think you'd be shocked how many E90 M3s make it to high mileage without rod bearing replacement all the time. The bearings in the earlier S54s were so bad they had to be updated for later cars. It's true. The reason that people do rod bearings is because they don't know how the car was previously maintained. But if you had bought the car brand new and you drove it and maintained it responsibly, let the car always warm up, do routine oil changes, had the right oil in the car, like, you'd probably be fine, but the majority of people didn't, man, and you don't want to take that risk, you know? I generally agree, but may put it above the E36. The E46 and F8X are real lookers of the M3. Keep it clean, keep it good. You have my vote. Probably my favorite V8 and last generation BMW with hydraulic steering. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's exactly it. Fellow E92 M3, I would generally agree. However, it's still not as good as one with the DCT. I've had both, man. I definitely would take the manual over the DCT for me personally. Aren't those tires for track only? Yeah, sort of. The R888 is more than excessive, but man, that's a pretty car. I get it. People definitely don't like the fact that I'm driving those type of tires on the road. I totally get it. But I don't drive the car like, it's not like that. It's not like a daily car. The majority of the time I am driving those cars, but it's not like I'm going to an office. I'm not like daily driving on R888s. I would definitely say it's not a tire that you want to be daily driving. Super loud, terrible in the rain. All cars are best made, 70, 80, 90, and it's fucked up because it's too lowered. My car's not that low at all, actually. Pretty moderate in terms of lowered. I keep it like hot, like higher up. There's just so many opinions. Like the plate, got DAS whip on my 35. This is the M3 in my brain ever since I was a kid. See, man, when I was younger, like, this was the car to have. Like, I wanted one so bad. Bruh, it doesn't even have rear sensors. Also needs the Pro Nav. Ooh, awful take. That's a bad mofo right there. 8,400 revolutions per minute. Yeah, it's so interesting because, like, the people who are on like my Instagram or like even TikTok, like those are people, or YouTube or whatever, or even Facebook, those are people that follow you and like have knowledge on BMWs. That's all they do is watch BMW stuff. So you get a lot of comments that revolve around BMWs. But then you also, when it comes to Reddit, these are just a lot of random people that are seeing posts, and typically they're just like saying the most outlandish, crazy things. You know, this post is really just about the V8 M3, and this guy thinks that they're the best ever made with manual and they look sleek, and somehow it just goes down this spiral into the license plate. And really, any time that I get a plate on my car, no matter what it is, because they're always kind of trendy slang terms and I'm just like having fun with it, there's always someone that gets offended. Countless times do I receive DMs from people who are legitimately upset that I have a plate that says something like RIZZ, which affects literally nobody. It's slang for naturally attracting other people, but the internet just finds a way to be just offended by everything. So I wanted to share this one with you guys today because I thought it was pretty crazy where the comments went almost immediately. Like, I've read some crazy comments about me, and again, you guys, this is part of the gig. It's okay. I'm used to it. I'm not offended by it. I think that sharing this sometimes does have some sort of value for people who are newer YouTubers that want to do this. Like, you just need to be aware that no matter what you do, there will be things like this, and this isn't even that bad. You'll get way worse online. So it's important to remember that if you want to do this, or you are interested in doing this for a career, or being online, or posting anything of yours or yourself on the internet, just be prepared to receive a lot of criticism, good and bad, from people. And I think that personally, like, after 6 years of doing this, the best way to approach content creation is to create as much as possible and try to stay out of the comments. And if you are gonna go into the comments, it's important to remember one of the most important rules of the 4 agreements is to never take anything personally. If you keep that in mind and you go through your career in life with that rule in the back of your head, you'll be fine. Anyways, I thought this would be a fun post to share with you guys. Share your comments down below. I know lots of people do not like this license plate, and the funny thing is I was actually in the middle of trying to find a new one. I just don't know what I want to do. I was gonna do like V8, V, and then ATE, something like that. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like lost. I've done so many different plates at this point that I'm just like, I've hit a wall. But no matter what anyone says online, you guys, have fun with your cars. Build your builds the way that you want to build them, and don't let other people's negativity online affect the way that you go about your life and your decision-making thought process. Just do you and be authentic to you, because that is the only thing that matters. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you in the next one. Peace out. And stay rizzed up.